What do you got?
Rabies apparently cures
oh, yes.
agitated children.
How does that work?
I heard about this.
The magic of homeopathy.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Well, sorry. I kind of jumped ahead there. I'm not entirely sure if it's homeopathic. If they claim it's homeopathic. So the BC Naturopathic Association has filed a complaint against a Victoria practitioner who said she treated a 4-year-old's aggression problems with a homeopathic, there it is, remedy made from rabid dog saliva. As in rabies, as in the thing that is the disease or affliction that is essentially considered really hard to cure if you get it. Yeah, so
don't do that.
No. You don't want to old yeller that shit.
The woman, Anke Zimmerman, made headlines this week.
I said don't, goddammit.
I'm not advocating.
Very late term abortion.
It's too soon to bring up old yeller.
Imagine.
It's only been like 50 years since that movie came out.
That's true. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
All right.
So this woman had made a blog post where she claimed to cure this child's aggression problems with her homeopathic reduction made from rabid dog saliva.
Okay.
For those who are hearing about homeopathy for the first time, it's essentially a series of steps of massive amounts of dilution with the idea that if something causes something, a certain other amount of it can cure something. The idea being rabies being an excessive amount of aggression could cure a little bit of aggression, relatively speaking.
But only if it's diluted till there's no rabies left in the
effectively
formula.
Nothing.
So would you say that's a delusion surrounding dilution?
Yes.
Stop.
I'm so fired on the podcast.
We might have to bring back the sound effects. We need the train derailment sound and the wah wah or the rim shot, right?
Yes.
I do find it mildly amusing that the Naturopathic Association is the one that filed the complaint against this woman. But that's a different story. Just because naturopathy doesn't have the greatest record there.
No, it does not.
Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, witchery is our thing.
You're making pseudoscience look bad.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
That's our woo.
Yeah. That's right.
So essentially she claimed to, but she never filed any testing. She never basically did anything sort of to certify it as a treatment. She just claimed she did. Or rather, she claimed that it worked.
Okay.
She is not a member of the association that's filing complaint against her, so it's become a matter of semi-public record.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what association is she a member of that they're filing a complaint with?
She might be effectively an independent or self-titled homeopath.
So, what kind of complaint is being filed? That seems really weird.
It's essentially just a complaint name. It doesn't
just
appear
complaining.
To be, well, I mean, it's an official complaint. It's on paper.
Complaint.
Here's your notice. We're complaining about you.
Okay. It was a letter mailed from the Naturopathic Society.
I would be concerned that if she wouldn't adequately dilute it, or, or it's contaminated, that you would actually give a child.
Yeah,
right?
you don't
that
want
would
to
be my
actually
fear.
inject or give.
You would think some public health authority would intervene.
It gets better, though. Zimmerman, not a member of this association. However, the college, which is a separate regulatory body for the profession, has described the remedy as an acceptable treatment.
Oh?
Yeah.
Just that she shouldn't be allowed to do it because she wasn't a member.
Because you're not
a member.
Okay.
Now, Lecinium, as they call it, or so Lecinium, which is also known as lysine and hydrophobinum, is made by repeatedly diluting the saliva of rabid dog in water and alcohol, and is also approved for use by Health Canada.
Well, of course it is. Health Canada is notoriously bad at checking up on this stuff. They
Are you serious? Because at work, we often can't use the newest software version because they take like 3 years to review something. Like anything medical related, we're super behind the States oftentimes, like by a year or 2 or 3, because they haven't approved it because they're so careful to make sure it's something they can allow.
Unless it's CBC did a thing where they photocopied a bunch of pages. Like it was, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, where they photocopied a bunch of pages and sent it in. This is the formula for our homeopathic remedy. And it got approved without, like, in minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
They are, when it comes to this kind of wooey shit, Health Canada is just
how come
terrible.
they're not like that for real medicine?
I have no idea.
Because the rigors assigned to real medicine are different than those assigned to homeopathic remedies. It's essentially it's not good, but it's essentially a Health Canada is already assuming that, no, you can't actually hurt anybody with this. You also can't heal anybody with this. It's still just fucking stupid.
But it is harmful to not treat something, right? Like to.
Agreed.
Yeah, if you're using this in lieu of an actual treatment or remedy, you're essentially allowing harm to continue.
I think that the regulation may not take that into account. They may not recognize like the potential harm if somebody chooses this bullshit remedy over a real remedy. They're just going like, oh, well, it's not poison.
Yeah. Now, it gets a little better because there's actually a further expansion of the symptoms described here.
Okay.
Yeah, she wrote about a case involving a boy who was violent towards classmates, had trouble sleeping, and experienced nightmares about werewolves and wolves. So, of course, dogs.
Right.
Yeah. Because as per usual, homeopathy, like cures like, according to them.
Right. So aggressive thing.
Yeah.
Treats aggressiveness.
Never mind the fact that, yes, if the child had been exposed to a sufficiently strong dose of the pathogen causing rabies, there's a good chance he'd be dead right now.
Well, I mean, luckily it's homeopathic, so there's nothing left in it by the time there.
Yeah,
that's the only really saving grace to this.
Okay, here you go. Okay, hang on, guys. Let's say I take, I don't know, hamburger contaminated with E. coli, okay, and put it in a container. Okay. Then I rinse it out really, really, really well, okay, and fill it with water. Would you give that to your child to drink?
No, but if you rinse that container out 1,000,000 times, and then
we don't do it 1,000,000 times. They dilute something to it so that it's 1,000,000th because it's an exponential decay. I mean, you can't actually do something 1,000,000 times. It would take too long.
But it would be like 100 times, or like if you did it 20 times.
With exponential decay, I don't think it would take that many times before you would have. If I rinse it out, I don't know, 10 times, it's probably about equivalent to about 1,000,000. So I wouldn't let my kid drink from it because the risk that there's a small amount of E. coli would not worth the benefit of drinking from this thing when I can just, wash it with actual soap and clean that stuff off for real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just saying.
But they did the magic tappy thing on the leather book.
I'm just saying. Like at my work, we worry about things like small, giving somebody C. difficile or something from, so we use, the bleach wipes in that case instead of, like we're like you worry.
Something very small can make a big difference.
That's what I'm
saying. Since you mentioned the tapping though, I just wanted to share that with our listeners too, about how the chief claim of homeopathy is that if you expose a volume of water to something and then you tap it in the right way and then you dilute it, the water remembers that it had it, but doesn't actually have it in it anymore.
Yeah.
It's like phantom effects of stuff that was in the water.
Yeah. It's memory.
Yeah. Never mind.
Water has memory.
They have shown that water will cluster, but not for any significant period of time or relative to, or that the clustering can have an effect. So there. But yeah, hopefully she's discouraged from doing this in the future. And maybe Health Canada reconsiders the licensing of Lycinum.